ki khubor ka bate si TV. Lawan Rashaphi taka Frank Motors. Booking open for the new Nexon. Visit Frank Motors or call 7045207973.
The National Institution of Fashion Technology, Shillong, hakalai poitrik urisau arajar apulai, deka jingetre lang baka Khadi, India, lembaka Center of Excellence for Khadi, kabahap apuk ke jingpet jang ke Ministry of Textiles, ke Sorkar India ke lapelong ke Khadi Mahotsav, kum shibenta ban pin I sakhi shaka perthai, yaki Jaiñ yaki tiar, belashna, baki bela pinmi hi na kene keri India, yaki bela tipru kum ka Atma Nirbhar Bharat Swadeshi. Hashuaban sedang ki program bapher lakhap ribbon yaka kamera bela bu iki Jaiñ Ryndia belashna Pynwandur Kerpang bat hadien kini la pelong pat saya ka jingetai bela yashim minta do campus director jongka Nift Ushankar Jha u Professor Sanjeev Kakuti u bela mikmat na ka IIM Shillong ka kong Viani B Nongrum ka belong ka designer bakatra jongka Tenrai Uritu Raj u belong u co-founder jongka Seven Weaves ka Urinita Das ka belong ka associate professor na ka CC Textile Department Nift Shillong bak ka Dr. Lisa L. Pachua ka badai ka assistant professor jongka Nift Shillong.
Here we are.
Khadi institutions per se haven't been using color at all for the last 40 years or so. So the first thing we want to do is really washed it down, and then there's Rituraj who's standing right here. They do a lot of natural dyeing. So along with them, we did this first collection ever. And they've not used natural indigo, nor have they. That's why we wanted, like IIM and Nift, everyone, is to spread it amongst the youth. The youth need to start accepting it and start seeing that it is fashionable. Otherwise,
the traditional fabric.
Everyone keeps thinking that it's just meant for the older lot and our grandparents' fabric.
But after seeing all these
of
stuff,
this, yeah.
we suddenly value to the youth.
Yeah. Fabrics, how many people are going to buy? And the larger community that comes there does not relate to it. What will
Is there? Okay, see you later. No, okay.
use the same technique, use the idea of Kavara, so you see how we make few changes in the processes so that it gives them a new technique, a new product, almost paid for. And of course, without giving them the confidence to make something new, and you will get a market. It's very difficult to actually tell them start spinning, start dyeing, those aspects. So here we want using natural, so it's not necessary that you get into the chemical dye aspect at all.
In the Northeast. Before we move on to the panel discussion,
I would like to invite the dignitaries onto the dais to please of today's session, Srimati Juhi Pandey. She is the center of knowledge. I would now request the moderator of this panel discussion to please come up onto the stage. Moving on to the next panelist of our session, we have now invite Madam Nongrum onto the stage and join us as an esteemed member of the panel. I would also now request Dr. Lisa, who is in the Department of Fashion Design at NIFT Shillong. I request Dr. Lisa to please come up to the stage. Very much, Dr. Lisa. And last but not the least, because it's always the best which is kept for the last, grace his seat. Thank you very much, sir. Now, weather is fine, which, as we all say, is good for a healthy discussion on a form to the moderator of this session, Madam Juhi Pandey, to please take over. Over to you, ma'am.
I'm sorry on behalf of KVIC, since I kind of represent both sides. We were supposed to have the director here because we are in an institution space, and the most important for us is to see how do we bring in the idea of Khadi amongst as many of you that are sitting here and those who've not been able to come here, for it to become a part of your life at some level, your ideology and your way of living in the future. Because Khadi is actually an ideology, it was a way of living. There is its materialistic or tangible format, which is the textile or the craft, which is handmade, but it goes beyond that as how do you also live as a person. So I'd like to actually start with you, Sanjeev, if you don't mind, because it's where we begin from. Everything eventually has to do with...
Is with the foundation of the students as well as the faculty. If our thought process of the students is into that kind of background, that even the traditional fabric is Khadi is known as the fashion fabric of India. And as a student, I think you people have to contribute towards as a design element, because why I am talking about all these things, we are compelling something, this will not be revert back. We require to accept by our own. You people might be knowing that this year on the occasion of fabric as a garment material, one of the raw material for the garment, you might be knowing that there are so many designers in the accessory designer, they are using the Khadi fabric as a footwear material, as a wristwatch, as so many decorative wear products. So Khadi is not now only limited to the fabric for the garments. The days is open worldwide. It is now to the students, faculty, to how transformation can be made with the traditional Khadi fabric to the future fashion fabric. That is up to you. I think by doing all these things, our institute will grow, taking into the consideration Khadi as one of the design elements. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah.
No, it's in continuation to that. Even I was about to ask a similar sort of question, that we keep having these sort of programs to promote an idea. Now, do you think it is right for us to promote Khadi in a commercial sense? Now, because by commercializing it, there is a compulsion for the artisans to produce. And when they are being compelled to